Okay, so we're about to go to the gym. We're gonna do some legs, but first I'm gonna grab some food. I always like to carb up before we work out, especially legs. I just feel like it will give me a lot more energy, and then you won't get that sick feeling from too much exhaustion. So I'm gonna show you what I'm making. It's just quick carb. Okay, so I like to use these quick oats. I use the maple brown sugar. I just like them because they're easy. They're probably not the best as far as like macros and nutrition, but I'm not trying to cut right now, so this is what I'm using. So we'll just put this in the bowl. Okay, so then you just take the packet and just fill it up with water. And then this just goes in the microwave for 2 minutes. So right when it comes out, I just grab usually some sugar-free syrup, but I guess we're out, so I'll just do a little less than I normally do, but just like that. Just adds a little bit of flavor, and then when it's sugar-free, you don't have to feel super bad about it. Okay, then I like to use a little bit of cinnamon and then also a little pink salt. I think the pink salt just brings out a little bit more flavor, and then once again, I'm not like trying to cut or anything, so I'm not super worried about the salt. So just a little bit of cinnamon and then some salt, but I have to grind this, so hold on. Then usually I'd put a little bit of peanut butter in this, but it's my off day today as far as work goes, so I have a feeling we're probably gonna eat kind of fatty, so I'm just gonna have it just like this. Also what I like to do is I like to throw just a little bit of water in after it comes out of the microwave, just like that much. That's probably too much. And then whip this up and it gives me a little bit more volume. So I'll eat this and then I'll show you my pre-workout. This is my pre-workout for today. I work at a nutrition shop, so I just take like samples each day. So I don't have like a specific one that I really like. This one's Hemovol. It's just like a pump powder. I take like pre-workout with stimulants probably like 2 to 3 times a week, but on leg day I typically never do, just because I'm already working so hard. I hate that feeling of it being too hard on my heart. So I just take this maybe about 30 minutes before my workout. That way I'm kind of already feeling it, but it doesn't have stimulant, so I'm not really antsy to get to the gym. So I'll just drink this and then we will see you at the gym. Okay, so for this first workout we're going to be doing a front squat, and I'm choosing to use the machine. I really like this machine. If you guys have it in your gym, use it. It's really awesome. So it just helps you have really good form without sacrificing weight. So we're doing 5 sets, 10 reps. You can go up and weight each set if you can. Go up until you can't anymore, and then if you need to back off a little bit and lower the weight again, you can. So tip with this one is I like to go down, pause for a second, and then try to explode up each rep. If you don't have this machine, just do a regular front squat in the squat rack. This next exercise is going to be a weighted walking lunge. So I have 30 pounds, just a barbell on my back, and I find a spot where I can go a pretty long distance. I have a turf at my gym, so I just do it there. So we're going to be doing 3 sets, and what we're doing is 20 reps one way and then 20 reps back. So it's going to be a total of 40, but it's really 20 for each leg, if that makes sense. So tips on this one is really be slow and fluid with this. You don't have to, it's not a race, but with that said, you still want to keep moving. And then another tip for you is each time when you're doing your lunge, when you come back to center, you don't have to put your legs together, but try to keep them close. So it doesn't really look like a run, you could say. You'll see. So come center and then back down. What that helps to do is you're putting more pressure on your quad instead of just going from one lunge straight to the next. And when you stand fully up, you can see I stand up every single time. You're just getting a better workout. So practice good form on this. You don't have to use weight if you can't. Obviously, it's better if you do. And then another tip is you can see my knee kind of goes over my toes. That's fine. Just don't let it go over your toe a ton. So watch your form, watch your knees, and then come up center each time. So This next workout we're going to be doing is going to be a hack squat, and I'm doing a SISSY squat with that. So what that means is you can see my toes are really low on the plate, on the platform, and then my butt is coming off the pad each time. So I'm trying to get my knees as far as I can over my toes. I'm trying to almost touch my knees on the platform. It's really hard to do on this machine, but the further the better. And then being really controlled with your negative. So I'm going really controlled and then try to explode up. That's how it is with every workout, really. So knees over your toes, try to touch them to the platform, and then we're going to be doing 4 sets, 10 reps each time. Okay, so for this next exercise, we're going to be doing a straight leg deadlift. So unlike a deadlift, we're going to try to keep our legs straight. And with that said, you do get a slight bend in your knee, and that's fine. But what we're trying to target here is our hamstrings. So bend over, and we're trying to keep that bar just going straight up and down. We're not taking it forward, we're not taking it back. So try to keep it close to your body, and then keep your feet really close together. So you can see my feet are kind of close together, and then my toes are slightly pointed out. So get a comfortable weight where you can do 10 reps each time. We're going to try to go up in weight. Like I said, if you can't, that's fine. But then come down and squeeze at the top every rep. This next one's going to be hamstring curl, and you can just do it on this machine. I'm pretty sure every gym has this machine. My tip is going to be keep your elbows on the pad. You can see I'm not holding on to the underneath handles. And what this does is it puts different pressure on your legs that you haven't really experienced before because you're used to just grabbing the handles every time. And then you're going to try to pull your heels to your butt. That's going to be the goal for that exercise. This next one's going to be a quad extension, and we're going to superset this one with something else. So on this one, regular quad extension, try to keep your butt on the pad the whole time and pull yourself down with the handles. And then the other tip is to keep your toes pointed up. When you keep your toes pointed up, you get more isolation on your quads. And we're going to superset that with a SISSY squat. So this is a bodyweight SISSY squat. These are really tough, especially when we're doing 10 reps. So find somewhere where you can hold onto, and when you're holding onto it, you're not pushing off of it. You're just holding yourself onto it just to be stable. So we're trying to get our toes all the way to the ground each time. It's really tough, but try to keep your toes to the bottom, and then keep your upper body really flat. So you can see my body goes flat with my quads the entire time. So 4 sets of this, 10 reps, superset it with the quad extension. Okay, so for our last exercise, we're going to be doing calves. So I'm choosing to use the machine that's standing. If you want to use the seated one, that's fine too. I feel it more when I stand. This is kind of like a tough muscle group for me. My calves never seem to grow. They just kind of get a little bit more lean if I am really consistent with them. So whatever's going to be best for you. We're going to be doing 20 reps of that, 5 sets, and then we're going to also superset it with the same thing but for body weight. So 5 sets, 20 reps of that too. My goal or my tip for this is to try to get your heels on the negative, try to get them lower than you normally would, and then try to get your heels higher than you normally would on each rep. That's just going to get you more of a stretch, and it's a little bit different for each person, and you're going to feel it more. Okay guys, hope you liked that workout. So here it is, like always, if you wanted to screenshot it. So this is a fun one. It's not one that you'll do every single time just because it is a lot of volume. It's a lot of lifting. So typically I'll do this one, and then the next time I do legs, I'll do something a little bit easier where I'm doing more reps on my quad extension, more reps on my hamstring curls, and more calves. Just something that's a little bit more isolation. So this isn't going to be something you're doing every day or every leg day. So keep that in mind. Just try to lift it heavy and with good form. So I hope you like this video. Like it, subscribe if you haven't already, and we'll see you next time.